Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing things with a little bit different style. I'm trying to learn how to condense how I speak. I tend to run on, and I feel like I run on and on, you know, kind of like now. I've come up with this new concept today, which I am calling Holy Grail to Massive Fail. Suddenly realized that I had quite a few products that, shocker, were something that should have been really amazing and should have been a product that I was going to repurchase just for years to come. And instead, they ended up being a huge disaster to the point where I'm sort of like, what am I supposed to do with this? I actually managed to gather 3 products that all share this trait. Either there's something that needed a little bit more or a little bit less. And it felt, all in all, like it was a really big missed opportunity by these companies. If you like this idea and you have products that have this similar but very niche type of issue, please do go ahead and use it. Make videos, as many as you want. Just, if you wouldn't mind crediting me with it, because I need the views. Well, the attention, really. So the first one I want to talk about is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay the Day Setting Spray. Prices will be above. I got this in the scent Jasmine and I used it, and the first time I sprayed it I just thought, whoa, that is a strong smell. And I don't know if the dimethicone in here would have eventually clogged my pores, because as you can see, I stopped using it. The smell when I tried it was so strong, but it suddenly was working so well. I literally saw that it was more difficult for me to scrub off my foundation at the end of the night. Then all of a sudden I started noticing that my eyes were reacting to something. I don't know what it is. I have very sensitive eyes that get very watery. I was trying to figure out what it was. I changed mascaras, I changed eyeliners, and then finally I realized, yes, it is actually this setting spray. And at first I was kind of like, oh my god, this setting spray is so good. I really want to keep using it. So I tried to keep using it, but the allergy in my eyes actually got worse. I've seen a couple other people that have either used this in a couple of videos, and when they're spraying it, you can tell. They try to act like it's like, oh, they got it in their mouth or something like that. You can tell that the smell is intense. So it's not just me. But of course, they have their affiliate codes, but we're not going to get into that. The smell in it was so strong that it literally, not figuratively, it literally brought me to tears. Missed opportunity. Could you just have left it out? Or maybe use a little less? So, with that being said, now it's fly spray. Literally. This next product is going to seem very posh, but I swear to you that it was a gift. And this is the, and I'm going to butcher this, Dior Lit Pureté de Maquillante. It's a cleansing milk, basically. It's a cleansing milk. With crystal iris extract. Not that I know what that has to do with face skin, but that's what it is. I tried this product. It's supposed to be like a 20-in-1 product. You know, it's supposed to be a cleansing milk that washes your face, like a cleansing balm with a makeup remover, with a face wash and a floor wax and, you know, whatever. So that definitely interested me, especially because on the back it did say you can use it in your eyes, like use it to scrub in your eyes, which again, like I said, sensitive eyes, that's a nice thing. But the first red flag when I got this is that in the back on the instructions, in 3 languages, it tells what, it gives you a product description. Nowhere in those product descriptions does it tell you how you use it. In skincare terms, that's like anything. I did use this in my eyes and it didn't sting my eyes. It didn't give me any kind of reaction, which of course I'm like, hello, yes, awesome. So if I had a cleansing wash that would take off makeup and would do that, hello, holy grail, definitely, absolutely. And the fact that it didn't sting my eyes was fantastic. Oh, it smells delicious. It smells like mature and clean, but not overly fragranced. I mean, there's obviously some fragrance in here, the iris or whatever. The only problem with this product is It does not take off your makeup worth a damn. And I mean that, like, worth a damn. I used it and like scrubbed it all over and sort of on my face and stuff like that, and I could actually see that my blush was like still there, I think. Either way, I used this, and then all of a sudden I remember the first time I used it that I wouldn't wipe off on my towel, and on my towel I could see all of my foundation. I'm not a scrubber, but I'm a rubber, you know? Like, how'd it rhyme? Nope, doesn't do it. Does not do it. In my opinion, I think the real problem here was that instead of being a sensitive eye cleaner, you know, for makeup, stuff like that, it ended up being a total dud. I think that they overstretched. I think that they were trying too hard to create a product that did too many things. Either be a makeup remover or a cleanser, or maybe make something that is a bit better at cleansing makeup, if you're calling it a makeup remover. Yeah. It suddenly got dark and I realized that I needed to turn on the lights, and then I recorded this and realized it wasn't recording. Anyways, the last one is probably my biggest disappointment. I'm what I like to think of as a drag queen daywalker. And the biggest hurdle, of course, is that elusive eye palette that is the all-in-one. If you're someone who does a lot of neutral looks, very easy to find a genuine all-in-one neutral palette that'll have your mattes and your shimmers and your whatever. For me, not so much. So I'm still hopeful that I can find this, but I thought I found it, and when I realized I didn't, it was really painful, because it was something that should have been the elusive unicorn of unicorns for someone like me, and instead was a massive fail. Hence, holy grail to massive fail. This is the Cargo Shanghai Nights palette. It's very obvious the colors and the shades that are in here were very well planned. These were not just like thrown in there, and I think that's what makes this hard, so difficult, and so kind of sad. The mattes are all together, which I love. I can't stand it when they're sort of all over the place, because I'm like, matte, I need a matte. You know, I want to just have a section of the palette that I can go to and be like, mattes. Crucially, it has a blue matte, which is, like I said, if I'm doing my kinds of crazy colors, I need both a very bright, loud color in a matte and a shimmer at least. So this one here has that for me. You have this color here called Bar Rouge and this color here called Skyline. This one here is an almost duochromy purple shimmer, and then this one here is a matte blue. I'm going to try to attempt to show you how awful these shades are and how that crucial element made it a massive fail. And I'm really swirling my finger in there. I've never done this before, so give me a break if it's really bad. All right, second to focus. Can you guys even see the colors? Can you see them? It looks like those two elements were the linchpins, the keystone shadows in this palette to make this palette my all-in-one holy grail. And for those to both perform so horribly and be so bad pigmentation-wise, it just makes it really bad. But I'm nearly done. I just want to get this done because I tried doing this for a while, and I want to have the same makeup and stuff like that on.
Right, okay.
And cut. I don't really like the sort of dark metallic-y silvers and things for smoky eyes or whatever. They don't look good on me. They look kind of muddly. And most importantly, these two colors here, this jade and this streetwise, this jade is a duochrome, and it's actually one of the only really great colors out of this bunch. It is actually fantastic. And the street style color, But the point was that they were there. They were there, and they're greenish shades rather than being a silvery metallic-y type of shade or a bluish shade. So again, I felt like this palette was like made for me. You know, this ginger and this light cheek color, that perfect kind of nudie pink type of shade to go with all the kind of looks I do. Pigmentation on these two, crap. Absolute crap. And it even has your little, you know, this color neon here, which is of course your little shimmer for your under your brow or whatever. Should have been fantastic. This nightlife color, I can show it to you. It's really bad. It's, look. I dusted off, that was the swatches. I didn't even wash them off. But look at that. It's like really patchy and yeah. Like I can't do anything with that, you know? So rather than being a holy grail of holy grails, magical unicorn of specialness, this turned out to be what started all of this, because I could not believe how close this palette came to just being absolute and utter perfection. Cargo Cosmetics for me is always, or when it was on my radar, was in the 90s, and while the other companies that were also really popular then, like Stila and Urban Decay, while they evolved and changed and grew with the times, whenever I see Cargo Cosmetics counter, I always feel like they still kind of look like that. They still very much have that same style, you know, and maybe that's what this is, because it's like I feel like that's what this is. This is like, you know, someone who's like into makeup in the 90s trying to sort of make their style work with modern times rather than actually updating it and making it new and fresh, and realizing that with something like this you should have good pigmentation. I hope you guys liked all of this. I hope it wasn't too long, and you know, I'm hoping it's fascinating to you. I hope you like this idea. Take a look at my other videos. I like to do niche things. I don't like to do the same old kind of 5 brands reviews. I like doing weirder things. So I hope you guys like this stuff, and I hope that I can keep making videos.